My name is Christina Gossett, and I'm doing my persuasive speech on kneeling for the national anthem. When Colin Kaepernick first knelt for the national anthem in August last year in his preseason games, he knelt for the purpose of protesting social injustice between African Americans and the police officers around the country. But since then, his message has been lost. Donald Trump quoted, "Anyone that kneels to the national anthem should be fired right on the spot," end quote. Reacting this way probably wasn't in Donald Trump's best interest, because now players are protesting not for social injustice, but because Donald Trump told them no. He needs to realize that his words have actions and also have consequences, and saying this just made the situation worse. The owner of the Texans said, quote, "We cannot let the inmates run the prison," end quote. When his players heard this, they were deeply upset and knelt for that reason, saying that no one should tell them what to do or how to do it, and they shouldn't be treated like inmates if they put their life on the line every week. But saying they put their life on the line is pretty stretching it, honestly. They're not putting their life on the lines in a sense like the Army is. And that is why kneeling for the national anthem is just wrong. These people actually give their lives on a daily so we can protest and social injustice. But we're just taking that and taking advantage of it, and that's not right. Especially since this past Halloween, we had police officers and college students dressing up as Colin Kaepernick and protesting social injustice, but really being very disrespectful to the cause in itself. And I know, along with all of you know, that that's not how we're supposed to do it. We are supposed to take pride in our country. But with all this going on, how can we? How can we be happy with what's going on? Colin Kaepernick shouldn't have used his status to uphold his beliefs. His beliefs should not correspond with his job. When any other normal citizen goes to their job, they're supposed to leave their problems at home. They're supposed to leave their home at home and work on just their job. Why should football players be any different? They need to know that this affected more than just the African Americans. Children all over the world, more or less all over the country, are getting expelled and suspended from their schools for kneeling for reasons they don't comprehend. They don't understand that what they're doing is hurting them more than it's helping. In doing this, Colin Kaepernick unleashed a division between our country. He's just made it so we can't be a solid ground, and that's what we need to stay afloat. Donald Trump's worried about Russia hurting us or North Korea hurting us, but how can we protect ourselves if we don't like each other? Which started as a protest for social injustice, trying to help the blacks, Black Lives Matter, turned into what can we do to make everyone else mad? We have dealt with so much tragedy in the United States. We shouldn't let kneeling for the national anthem be another tragedy. We should just leave the flag alone. That has nothing to do why people are mad. The flag has nothing to do with why we are divided. Why we're divided is because people don't know how to communicate in a proper way. They believe protesting, war, fights, riots, damage to property is the way to do it, and it's not. A lot of times, we as Americans, need to know that what we're doing just isn't right. And if we want to help our country, we need to fix it immediately.